everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CIGTV News Brief on this Wednesday. With information on the COVID-19 vaccine being shared from so many sources, it's easy for misinformation to make its way into everyday conversations. Well, today, Minister for Health and Wellness, the Honorable Sabrina Turner, encourages Cayman Islands residents to get vaccinated after getting the facts and being accurately informed.
I'm here as a mother. I'm here as a wife. I am here as a niece, an aunt, but most of all, Caymanian. And at the end of the day, just how you're subjected to misinformation, people can subscribe to media sources and social media sites that is honestly can be backed up and supported. And I will implore those persons for you to just use good judgment. Look at what's happening around the world. At the end of the day, do not make ego overshadow basic common sense. COVID is something, in all honesty, that we all are actually getting adjusted to. Data is critical. And like so many others, along with my colleagues and the rest of the government, we did the right thing in making sure that we at least had some form of protection. When you look at the daily increases now in positives with the various variants, no scientists really saw this coming. But yet, we're dealing with it, guided by the science, but understanding we are respectful as well for those who are against vaccination. We're not radical. We're not dictators. Our primary concern as your government and me sitting in this noble position as Minister of Health and Wellness is to make sure that whatever credible information I get, guided by those who are put in positions to guide me and science, is to make sure my people of the Cayman Islands are safe and is protected as much as possible. We have to respect the rights of people. I don't feel at any point in time ever was it pushed from this ministry, myself or my government, that anything would be mandatory. However, we should be fully aware and alert that based on what we're seeing, if you choose not to for whatever reason, your risk of contracting this with long-term side effects and possible long life-lasting damages could be much more severe than somebody who has some form of armor of protection. So for those persons who are out there for whatever reason that is going contrary to what we're trying to do to make our loved ones be protected with some form of protection by getting vaccinated, it's totally up to their choice. But I'm hoping that majority will prevail, and at some point in time they will see the importance of having the vaccine and making sure that they're vaccinated so that you're not faced full bloom with having no form of coverage whatsoever.
For location, dates, and times for you to get your COVID vaccine, you can go online to hsa.ky. Meantime, in 2020, no street parades were allowed because of the lockdown and strict COVID-19 safety protocols being in place. This year, the new Pride Parade and K-Mass are both set to happen, but restrictions are in place for participants and spectators, as explained by Minister for Tourism and Transport, the Honorable Kenneth Bryan, to help keep ourselves and others safe.
We believe the best way to do that is to be vaccinated, and our government's goal is to get it to 80%. So we saw the opportunity for a parade as such, a way to do a quick pro quo, so to speak. You want to have fun, which you're deserving. Our people have been working so hard to follow the regulations and keep us to where we are so safe today. But also to increase those numbers, to have your parade, get vaccinated. So we can have the parade can be safe, as well as we increase those numbers to get to that magic percentage of 80%, where we slowly go through our phased approach in respect to reopening the country. So you can enjoy the view of the parade from a safe distance and watch as the wonderful colors and platforms that people are walking on display themselves, and just do it in a safe way by staying 6 feet apart. I do believe that the expectations are for you to stay on the sidewalk and not on the tarmac. So I think the compromise in respect to regulations and our capable Royal Cayman Islands Police Service will be there to monitor that. And I think it should run smoothly, but just remember to stay six feet apart.
Parade participants will go through various checkpoints with the organizers, the Health Services Authority, and a team from the Department of Tourism. Before hitting the road, they must have verified wristbands, while spectators who are considered vulnerable are encouraged to wear masks. Royal Cayman Islands Police Service officers will be out in full force during both parades, as is traditional as well.
With the added COVID-19 pandemic, which is upon us, we have a few more guidelines this year in contrast to previous years. And that includes that the members or the participants in the parade are now able to interact with spectators, and there must be a minimum of 6 foot or 6 feet between the participant and also the spectators. There will be no items that will be passed from any spectator to any participant, and we must maintain a sterile area. We have spoken with their respective organizers, and they will, along with the RCIPS, have marshals and other items that will demarcate that zone to ensure that everyone is safe. We want to encourage everyone to enjoy themselves at their respective parades. We appreciate that during these times we can't have the fun that we are used to. However, what we want to do is just ensure that everyone enjoy themselves whilst respecting the COVID regulations in place. We will be out in force to ensure that these regulations are adhered to, and however, at the same time, we want to balance that and ensure that the community enjoys themselves during this time.
If spectators or participants break the 6 feet distance rule, you will be warned for prosecution by police officers and could face a penalty of up to $10,000 and 2 years imprisonment. For more details on road closure dates and times, you can go online to rcips.ky. Turning now to the forecast, the high temperature reached 89 degrees, the low 77. We can expect partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers in the afternoon and possible thunder. Winds are east to northeast, 10 to 15 knots. Seas are slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. The synopsis calls for isolated showers, which are associated with a tropical wave west of the Cayman Islands area, and is expected to influence our weather conditions through Wednesday afternoon. Now, aerial radar images show isolated showers south of the Cayman area that are moving towards the west to northwest. Remember, you can get the very latest on local weather conditions by going online to weather.gov.ky. And that's it for today's news brief. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us and inviting you back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.